100.5 AM 1450, wgnssports.com, Big G TV streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Hey everybody, welcome into our coverage here of State Farm Prep Sports. We're at Blackman tonight as the Blaze are gearing up to take on the Ravenwood Raptors from Williamson County. I have this game for you. We've got you covered. We've got reports coming in from Eagleville tonight. Danny Brewer is there, and he's going to be giving us reports on what's happening with Eagleville and Perry County. And he'll be joining us at halftime and in the post-game of our game here. Plus, we're going to be getting scores at least by quarter from the Oakland-Brentwood game at Brentwood. So a chance for 3 Rutherford County teams to make the Boys State Tournament next week. We had a chance to get 2 girls teams in, got one of those 2 with the Blackman girls. The Blackman boys trying to join them in the state tournament for boys next week. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of that coming up here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Hang in there with us. We've got your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. That's coming up next right here on the Big G, WGNS.
In Rutherford County, we need a sheriff who leads from the front, not from behind the desk. That's Kenneth Barrett, out on calls, side by side with deputies, tackling the tough stuff every shift. He's the working man's leader, supervising with sharp eyes, serving with steady hands, keeping our families safe. Born here, raised here, he's ready to protect here.
I'm Kenneth Barrett, running for Rutherford County Sheriff, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer Jam Stewart.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Hi, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Our prices are as good or better than the box stores. I don't think you'll do better by shopping online than you would by coming in. If you're into podcasting, we have starter kits that have everything you need to get started. The interface for your computer or microphone, headphones, you'll be online in no time. If you need a PA, you need lights, we've got all for rent. Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think Makita OD.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. to stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, thank you, Celeste, and welcome into the Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. You know, at Rick's Barbecue, you'll find fresh, never frozen meats that are slow smoked the traditional way over real hickory wood in custom-built pits. For unbeatable flavor, tender pork, juicy chicken, mouth-watering beef, every bite is crafted with care at Rick's Barbecue. Don't miss their other crowd pleasers like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to satisfy your whole crew. They're on Warrior Drive just off of South Church Street. We've got the whole crew here tonight. Glad to hear on All Sports Talk today. PCA coach Kerry Hammonds, two-time state champion. Coming off of that on Saturday. That was pretty cool All Sports Talk this afternoon. And John's kind of weird, but we've already got two basketball champions and trying to get some more there to fight for one.
Yeah, they so far so good, I guess you might say, really.
Yeah.
Blackman girls are in. This one tonight, Blackman, I would think, would be a slight favorite in this one. And Eagleville's probably a slight favorite in their game down there in Eagleville.
Well, we have also Oakland at Brentwood. They probably have the toughest road to hoe.
Yeah, Brentwood's really good. But I wouldn't take anything past Tony Rutland and the Patriots. I know they can play defense, and they probably match up pretty well physically, although they do have a big man that can really move inside, and that may be a bit of a challenge, as was McDonald in that fourth quarter the other night.
Yeah, and in the overtime and all that too against Blackman. John, we've seen Brentwood. There's some interesting storylines there with Brentwood, by the way. Troy Crane, you might not remember his name as much as you remember the name Troy Bond. Now, Troy Bond was at Oakland, and then he resigned at Oakland to go to Brentwood, and Troy was with him at Wilson Central, then at Oakland, then at Brentwood, and when Troy Bond decided to retire from coaching, Troy Crane got the job. So a longtime assistant, but he's been a head coach here now a couple of years at Brentwood. So that's an interesting storyline that kind of flows through that. Troy spent some time wearing the red, white, and blue of Oakland, so that's pretty neat. Interesting storyline in this one as well. Ravenwood and the Raptors come in with their head coach, Chris Hooper, who was the first head coach of Stewart's Creek Boys back in the day. And you know, he spent a lot of time in Rutherford County. A lot of youth came through some of his programs and AAU stuff that he did in the summer. I think he may be still doing some of that. But John Ravenwood comes in at 18-12. They lost to Brentwood in the region final 62-49 after beating Page 62-57. Ravenwood, a 2 seed out of District 11, beat the 1 seed out of District 12. So despite their 18-12 record, you better respect them.
Yeah, they played a pretty tough schedule too. You know, any team in Williamson County is going to be pretty good, and that was no difference this year. I look for them to be a fairly good shooting ball club. I don't know particularly that much about them, but I'm looking at them warming up, and they're not having any trouble hitting baskets. But it's a whole different game when you get somebody in front of you.
True. They come out pretty impressively. They've got on striped warm-ups. Kind of remind me of the Harlem Globetrotters a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't seen that look in a while, really, to be honest with you.
It's kind of a retro look.
Yeah, usually they don't wear pants anymore. You know, they just come out with tops.
Yeah, they have their jersey tops on and the pants, which is kind of opposite. Have you noticed that things that were retro are coming back now?
Yeah, and I noticed that the shorts are getting a little shorter, too, you know?
Yep.
Pretty soon they'll be with White Sox and Converse All-Stars.
That's true.
I doubt it.
That'll be a throwback. Well, one thing that I've noticed in basketball is shoes. I don't remember the last team that I've seen. There may be one in the county, misspeaking, but just thinking off the top of my head, that has team shoes.
Well, I think some teams give you an option, you know, of what color to wear. You can wear a team color, or you can wear white, but for the most part, everybody I see's got their own thing. And the coach made a good point about that, because I was one of the old timers and one of the old timers that wanted standard uniforms. But they said some of those shoes, if you get from a dealer and you package the whole team, some shoes just don't fit right for some of these kids. So they'd rather take that responsibility off of them and let them pick out their own. So
yeah, I get that. Nike shoes are too narrow for me to wear. So it's been years since I've worn Nike shoes. So,
well, Danny Brewer's at Eagle, by the way, and that place is packed. Both sides. But notice he found where the hospitality room usually stays.
Oh,
He's up there that's not where I told him to go.
He's in the mezzanine.
Yeah, I told him not to go there, but of course he did.
Well, I think where we usually broadcast, there's probably Perry County broadcasters there. But I don't know where they put them, honestly. But, you know, Danny's going to go where the food is.
Well, I don't know if they even have food tonight, but anyway.
Well, I know that there's not a place to sit in the gym that I can see, and they're just warming up like we are here.
I think there is a crew in there. But that's a good place to sit and watch the game.
Yeah.
It's nice. He's got his WGNS shirt on, but I really didn't want to see his mug before I did a game.
Well, it just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, too.
Yeah, so.
But
maybe
anyway,
we can forget it.
At least we know he's there. We've got that covered out there. So Oakland is on the road tonight at Brentwood. We are going to get scores on that game. We've got Eagle at home versus Perry County. This Ravenwood team comes in at 18-12 on the season. The last time these two teams met was back in 2022 when Blackman won 40-36. And they have met 4 times in school history going back to 2011. This would be the 5th meeting between the two schools. They are the Raptors, and we're going to jump in as we wrap up our county roundup here tonight with just a brief word about Girls State. Girls State is Thursday. The Blackman girls, John, they drew bracket that they're in. They'll play Collierville in the last 4A quarterfinal game at 2:15 on Thursday. Collierville 25-9. So we'll be there for that one. And how about we give you your starting lineups here? Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies and JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates. First of all, for the visiting Raptors of Ravenwood, Chris Hooper, the head coach, again 18-12. Number 25, Sam Steppen, a 6'4 senior forward. Number 32, Brock Wismar. He is a 6'6 senior post. Number 3, Braden White. He is a 5'8 junior guard. Number 33, Isaac Brent, 6'4 senior forward. And number 2, William McCarter. He is a 5'11 junior guard. So Steppen, Wismar, White, Brent, and McCarter. Now for the Blackman Blaze, they're 26-4 on the year. Barry Workman, the head coach. No surprise here in this lineup. Number 0, Braden Flowers, 6' senior guard. Number 22, Keller Jackson, 6'4 senior post. Jalen McDonald, number 33, a 6'7 senior post. He and Jackson swap up. Jackson plays post or forward. Number 4, Dorian Lyles, a 6'2 senior guard. And number 15, Caden Avent. He is a 5'11 senior guard. Flowers, Jackson, McDonald, Lyles, and Avent for the Blackman Blaze, trying to get back to the glass house. Well, we're going to get into a break here on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. Whether you're listening on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, wgnsradio.com. You can stream our audio. Plus, you can listen to us and see a live scoreboard updated right there on our Big G TV channels, YouTube, Facebook, and X. That's Big G TV. Just search for WGNS and it will pop up right there for you, and you can listen to the game. We'll be right back with the tip-off. It's Blackman. It's Ravenwood on WGNS.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Pizza, pizza.
You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze from sirpizzatn.com. Tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, wgnssports.com, and our Big G TV video channels.
Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball.
Eagleville has done it. State champions 4 years in a row.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships.
The Oakland Patriots, 8-time state champions. The gold ball headed back to Patriot Drive.
Multi-year Tennessee Association of Broadcasters award winners Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, along with the Primetime Sports team, are standing by to bring you the game, which starts right now.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the furnace tonight. It's Blackman, it's Ravenwood, and what's on the line? A trip to the Blue Cross Boys Basketball Championships. Glad you're along with us. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins. John Blackman has definitely been battle-tested this year. I think they're up for the test here tonight from Ravenwood. Your thoughts on this game here?
I think Blackman will handle it tonight. I just feel like they're doing a game where they just come out blasting, so we'll see. The crowd's electric. Big, huge crowd for Blackman. Got even people in the upstairs. And we'll see, but I'm feeling good about this one.
The Blaze, when I say battle-tested, 2 of their 3 region games, the region quarterfinals and the region finals, were all 1-point victories, and one of them was in overtime. So you kind of almost feel like, is it a team of destiny? I don't know.
I think Ravenwood is a little bigger than we thought. I heard you name out those starting lineups. 6'4", 6'6", or something like that.
Yeah, 2 6'4", 1 6'6", a 6'4", a 2 6'4". Yeah, they've got some size.
Report from Eagleville, my daughter called and said, who's the guy that's decked out in WGNS stuff?
Oh. Should he be?
I had to explain to her that
escorted off of the premises.
He works for us. The trouble is he's sitting with Floyd Walker now.
Uh-oh. Well, trouble will be had there. Well, we got McDonald who's going to jump center with Wismar. And the tip is going to be controlled by the Blaze. They're clad in the white uniforms tonight, trimmed in navy and orange, with 4EO on the shirts, Blaze across the chest with their numbers as well. McDonald pops out at the wing. Now Oven to the left wing. They keep swinging it around. Red uniforms, Raptors across the front for Ravenwood. They get it to McDonald at the low block. Bounce pass in the lane to Lyles, and it's stolen away. Turnover now. And Ravenwood with their first look. With the ball is White. They swing it back up top. They're moving right to left here. Steppin', and the ball is stolen away by Oven. Caden down the floor, gives it up to Flowers. Thought about a shot, didn't take it. McDonald for three. Yes, sir! McDonald with the first bank three. Don't think the big guy won't shoot from out there. Here's Brent looking inside, back up top. They swing it around to McCarter. Now right side, White has it. Pull-up jumper from 12, no good. Rebound, Oven. Outlet pass to Flowers. He's bringing it down the left sideline. Up top, Keller Jackson. Right side, Oven feeding down low to McDonald. Now Oven for three. Back of the rim, too hard. 3-0 Blackman, and Ravenwood in transition. They feed it down low. White. Brent gave up a shot there.
Stepped out of bounds, too.
Foul line, back up top, Steppin'. Handing off there at the right wing, now to the left wing. It's White motioning everyone around. This Blackman crowd getting into it as White drives baseline. Got to give it up. Now turns, spins, just throws it. And finding the ball is Wismar. Back to McCarter. McCarter stops. He's going to throw one up there. In and out. Rebound, Keller Jackson. Flowers to Jackson. Jackson swings it around to Lyles. Dorian, an all-region tournament selection to Flowers. Gets it down low. Keller Jackson's got a lane, lays it in.
Good move by Jackson. Got the first move and he kept going.
5-0 Blackman. Good start for the Blaze so far. 5:22 to play in the first quarter. Long way to go. Up top, Wismar. Lobs down low. Steppin has to throw it back in bounds to keep from losing possession. There with it is White. They swing it around the arc. Right wing, Brent. Going to drive to the foul line on Jackson and threw the ball away. Trying to get it over to Steppin. He couldn't control it. And a timeout. Ravenwood. They're down 5-0, and Blackman's got the basketball, John. Good things happening, and they are happening. Good things happening with the Parks auction team.
Are you sure? Well, you sound like sometimes that they're not, but, you know, I think they're great.
I know Stan's having a great time. Bobby? I don't know.
I think they're great. Auctions are fast, efficient, and profitable, and that's why people choose Parks Auction first. Stan Ball and Bob Bug are industry leaders who take the stress out of buying and selling. Trust the proven team of Bob Bug and Stan Ball to get results. Parks Auction, we give you top dollar for your property. Visit parksauction.com.
Brian Barrett, John Dinkins here with you. We've got reports coming in from the other games that are going on, so we'll be updating your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard tonight. wgnsradio.com/scoreboard, where you can find it. First quarter here, 4:52 to play. Down low, Blackman gets it into McDonald. Missed the shot, missed the tip in. They got another rebound, but can't control this one. Down the floor, here's White. White gives it to McCarter in the deep right corner. They dribble out. That's Wismar. Back around the horn into the left corner, McCarter. He swings it back around right side. They get it back to the wing spot, and Wismar drives around. White does. Now they flip back out. They're having a lot of trouble with this Blackman defense. Here's Brent. Brent turns, spins, lost the ball for a moment. Back up top, McCarter. And now White, they call a new play. They do not look in sync. Now they'll just try a three here, and it's McCarter, and it's no good. McCarter has not scored in 2 of their last region games that I found online and got some reports on.
Then you definitely want him shooting.
Here's the 3. Yes! That is Caden Ovens. And it's 8-0 Blackman. 2 threes, Ovent and McDonald. Keller Jackson with a bucket. Ravenwood, McCarter. They pass off right side. Brent now up top. Here's a 3. It's in and out by Steppen. Right now they can't buy a basket, which is okay by me. Flowers drives to the right block, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Wismar. Down the floor in transition. Here's White. Drives in, now gives it up. And the shot missed by Brent, but the tip-in is there by Steppen. And their first points are on the scoreboard. 8-2. It took 5 minutes for them to score. Caden Oven has it, left side up top. At the key is McDonald. Right side Lyles. Oven pops out between the circles. Drives it down, passes to McDonald. Tries to back in, gets some space, and throws it up there, missed the goal entirely. And here are the Raptors down the floor. McCarter has it, waits on the rest of his teammates. Brent now drives in the lane, has to flip it back up top. Finds Wismar. Thinking about a 3 was Brent, didn't take it. Now Steppen has it. He gives it up to McCarter, top of the key, deep in the left corner. Big guy, Wismar, trying to drive on McDonald, can't do it. They feed it off inside. And an off-balance shot by Brent is no good. Blackman in transition. Dorian Lyles drives, shoots, and missed. Crawled all over the rim, but wouldn't fall. Under 2 minutes now, 1:50 to play. Driving in the lane, the ball knocked away from Steppen. They retrieve it. They work it down low. They get it to their big guy, 32 Wismar. And he scores.
Went for the steal, and Ravenwood made him pay there.
So it's 8-4. Blackman had an 8-0 lead. It's been a 4-0 run. But Blackman's had some good looks. They've got it now with Flowers. Over to Oven. Almost fired up a 3. McDonald pops out top of the key. Right side Flowers. They feed Keller Jackson. Jackson back to Flowers. He's going to drive baseline. Turns, spins, shoots a 6-footer and foul. Might need to see a little bit more of that from him.
Well, they're much better when he does penetrate to the basket because it opens up the lane for somebody else too. Boy, Lyles and Steppen are having a battle down there.
First free throw is good. That makes it 9-4. Second toss, in and out. So hit 1 of 2. Flowers now the 4th Blackman player to score. 9-4, I should say. With the ball up top is Danny Brown, the first sub into the game. Try to feed inside. It's tipped back out. There's Brooks Caudill, who's also in. Back around the horn, now driving is Brown. Ball knocked away and thrown away. Turnover, Ravenwood. It's their 3rd. So it'll be Blackman's ball with 36 seconds here. And down the floor come the Blaze. Lyles over right side. They work it up top to Flowers with 19 seconds. Down low. It's Jackson feeding off Lyles in the corner. Now he brings it back up to reset. Flowers on the B logo with 9 with 8. Hand off to Oven. Back to Lyles left side with 4 with 3. Lyles drives to the foul line, loses the ball. They're going to have a shot here at the horn. It's off the backboard and no good. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Blackman 9, Ravenwood 4. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Roscoe Brown is this area's leading provider of home indoor air quality products and services. Back in 1940, Roscoe Brown started this family business with a goal of treating customers like family. Over 80 years later, that commitment continues. If you're new to town, ask Roscoe Brown to do a checkup on your HVAC and plumbing systems. It'll make a difference. Call Roscoe Brown and schedule a checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. My team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. We've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Basketball.
Game tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jimmy's Engineers Funeral Home, Rutherford Opioid Board, and State Farm.
Eagle, after one quarter of play, they lead Perry County 18-11. 3 quarters away for the Eagles. 3 quarters away for the Blackman boys here as well. It is Ravenwood ball. New player Andrew Parker in the game. On the drive is Mr. Danny Brown, and he's going to score. Off the bench, but he plays some big minutes for them. Suddenly it's a one-possession game, John.
Yeah, Blackman only shot 30% in that first quarter.
And they try to get it inside, and it's a travel on McDonald. So now we're going to see Bass come in, and we're going to see Bailey come in. Braylon Bailey, sophomore, 6'2", number 3. Number 10, Mike Bass, 6'2", senior forward. Up top, Steppen drives to the foul line, left wing. There's Caudill. They go under, Big Danny misses it, but gets it back right into his breadbasket and scores again.
Well, that kid's physical, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And he's now their leading scorer, came in off the bench. It's a 1-point game now. And Blackman has not scored in a while. They had an 8-0 lead, and now it's 9-8 Blackman. Lyles dribbles around at the logo. Got to give it up now, and Flowers comes out to pick it up. Caden dribbles to Lyles, now left side. Then they work left to right from our vantage point. 23-11 Brentwood after 1 quarter of play. And here's a shot by Braylon Bailey. That was a huge bucket, needed that. And bench points have been pretty important here for both teams. Again, if you missed that score, Brentwood 23, Oakland 11 in the other boys sectional. 1 of 3 boys sectionals. Ball stripped away, pulled back in by Parker in the lane. Jumper good.
Well, he looked awful, but it wound up being great for him. That was not your typical 2-point shot.
5:39 to play here in the first half, and Blackman clinging to a 1-point lead now. Bailey has it left side. Up top, Lyles. Right wing. Up top, Lyles. Right wing, Flowers. Takes a dribble, now finds Lyles. Bass in there. Bailey will bring it around here right side. Called here. Bass asked for the wing. Up top. Ahead. Now Bass dribbles at the wing. Up top, McDonald. McDonald's going to drive, get in there. Oh my gosh, there's a foul if I've ever seen one. And Danny Brown picks it up.
I meant to ask you, did you take your medicine today before the game?
My anger medicine?
Well, yeah, I haven't seen you stomp anything yet, but
no. It's different when you're doing.
That was a little exaggerated there, though. I was getting worried. I didn't know if you had your medicine or not.
Well, he was fouled. Free throw number 1. Back of the rim, no good.
And a very good description of it, I might add.
Thanks. I sense a note of sarcasm in there.
No.
Sure like to hit one of these. Jalen McDonald, another charity toss. This one, no good. Well, things have not been going too well. Blackman's still up, so there's that. This free throws, different things happening, and now an official timeout for something. What could be going on here? We have a 3-person officiating crew. And the basketball is picked up. Oh, they go to the clock. Maybe the clock didn't start for some reason. I don't know. Ball is going to be out of bounds, and they put 4:28 on the clock. So, yes, they took a few seconds off. We're all good here now. And Ravenwood will throw it in with Brent. Tossing it in right in front of the scorer's table. Into the backcourt to White. White across to Brent up top. Finds Parker in the corner. Now they work it down low. It's Steppen trying to drive in there. Puts up a hook shot. No good. Braylon Bailey gets the air ball coming down the floor. He's fast. He's quick. He drives in. Players fall all over this for a 3-ball. No. Can't get it to fall. Wide open. Here's Braylon. Right side Bailey. Looking in all the time. Now Bailey pops. No good. Keller Jackson trying to pull down the rebound, and he does. In the lane, turn spins. One-handed. Yes, sir. Keller Jackson with a tough bucket. Plays by two. 3:13 to play in the. Bailey has it now. Keller Jackson pulls out between the circles. Passes left side at the wing. Now Bass. He's going to explode to the bucket. No good. Can't get it to fall. Hit the side of the rim. White has to run down the loose ball in the backcourt. Steppen has it. They try to feed it inside and stolen away. Ovid has it. It's tipped away from him. He runs it down and missed the layup. Rebound, though. Flowers flip out. And here is